and gentlemen, this is session 2. So you keep walking until you get to the next. What are the rest of them? You're supposed to be in his shadow. Now, gentlemen, those of you who haven't seen me before, my name's Christine. I've been doing this job for 27 years, and I think you guys should know how to do it with your eyes closed, and guess what? You don't. So shuffle over. You're supposed to be between the two banners so that when someone takes the picture, we all know that you're in the one session. Okay, take your photos now. Okay, now gentlemen, if you've not been in a competition before, the girls just all stood at the back and they just were really shy. No. If you're at a major competition, the people out there don't know who you are. You want them to remember, so you take a nice step forward, pose if you feel like it, smile for the camera, and then step back. Okay, here we go. All know what to do? Good. First lecturer I'm introducing today from the PCYC in Launceston is Connor Ellery. Perfect. From the Elite Club, Joe Mathers. Okay, from Resonate, Tommy Gargio. From PCYC in Launceston, Xavier Perry. Now the next lifter I'm going to introduce was at the very first weightlifting competition in Tasmania in 1968, Jeff Towns. From PCYC in Launceston, Caden Harper. From Resonate, Daniel Beerman. And representing Notorious, Phoenix Calvert. So thank you, gentlemen. Phoenix will lead you off because he knows how to do it. Stay close to each other. You're supposed to look like professionals. Okay, we're going to come here now. Click the clock. Find 10 minutes. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Chugg Memorial Tournament and President's Cup Round 2, Session 2. The points for this go both to the President's Cup, and there's a special formula. I hope someone else is working it out. Bar loaders, could I please have the bar loaded to 27 kilos for the first attempt for Connor Ellery? Bar is loaded. This is where you play. Okay. Now, we're going to go for a 2-minute clock. Bar loaders, there's an automatic 1 kilo increase, so you run out and put 1 kilo on. And then we'll wait and see whether something comes through on the marshal. As long as the change comes through before we get to the 30 seconds, then they'll be permitted to change. And thankfully, the marshal's in charge of all that. That's not a job I have to worry about anymore. What I am having to worry about today, ladies and gentlemen, is state records. So if you thought you'd like to be a state referee, you get to be, there's a little test to do. I'll keep going in a minute. Bar loaders, 28. But clock is, the bar is loaded, the clock has started. This is the first competition of the year and my hyperactivity is crazy. Okay, stop the clock. Bar loaders, could we have 30 please? So there's a little test to do that teaches you how to be a referee. Then you sit and you watch 100 good lifts in a competition. So each lifter in this session will have 6 lifts, so it doesn't take you long to get that. And then after 12 months, you can do another test and become a state referee. Now, if you're a state referee, it means when someone goes to get a record and you're sitting in the chair, they get their record. If you're only a club referee and they come out to do their record, they don't get their record. So if you're a club referee and you've sat your 100 good lifts, not bad lifts, good lifts, so bar is loaded, clock's gone, it's a 2-minute clock. Oh, sorry, Xavier, I missed that. Okay, so we'll stop the clock. We'll restart it. We'll go for one. We're loading the bar for Xavier Perry. Bar is loaded. Come on down, Xavier. Sorry. Okay.
Come on, let's go!
Now we'll pick the 30 for Connor. So bar loaders, tidy her up. We're loading for Connor. Bar is loaded. Good left. Okay, bar loaders. Automatic 1 kilo increase. We will load 31 for Xavier. Bar is loaded, 31 kilos. Stop the clock. Xavier has elected to go higher. Bar remains at 31. The call is now for Connor. 31 kilos, third and final attempt for Connor. Bar is loaded. So the clock is counting for Connor, 31. Congratulations to Connor, 3 successful snatches. Bar loaders, could we have 33 kilos please for Xavier Perry? This will be Xavier's second attempt. Bar is loaded, 33 kilos, second attempt, Xavier Perry.
Come on, Xavier. Come on, you got it, let's go. Come on.
We have 34 for Xavier, 2 minutes on the clock. Phoenix Calvert, please prepare, you may be next. Bar is loaded, 34 kilos, third and final attempt for Xavier Perry. running down a 2-minute clock. In case you're wondering why I say the person's name over and over and over again, the mistake I made before where I thought someone else was coming out. Xavier has elected to go higher bar loaders, 35, keep the clock. So we need another kilo for Xavier. So if I say the lifter that I think is coming out's name, sooner or later someone's going to tell me, no, it's not that lifter. And then I can make the necessary changes on my sheet. Bar is loaded. We have 35 for Xavier. So we have an automatic 1 kilo increase, but the lifter is entitled to make 2 changes. They nominate a lift that is acceptable to them, not my automatic 1, but they can say, yes, I'll have that automatic 1, and then they have 2 changes that they can make that must happen within a particular time frame, has to happen before we get to 30 seconds. They can go up, but they can't go down. So once I've called their name and said a number, they can't say, oh no, I want to lift at a smaller number. So we're just about to hit the 30-second mark for Xavier.
Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Hold it. Nice.
Good lift. Congratulations to Xavier. That was 35 kilos. Bar loaders, we're loading 37 for Phoenix, 37 for Phoenix. Jeff Towns, please prepare. The bar is at 37. So the only time a lifter can come out for lower than they've nominated, if I haven't called their number, if haven't called their name, they can still come out. So I've let Jeff know the bar is at 37, just in case. I know what he'd like to come out to lift. No. So Jeff is one of our masters. Okay, so the clock's counting for Phoenix, 37 kilos on the bar for his first attempt.
Hold it.
Good lift. He did it the hard way, but he was still in control. Okay, we're loading again for Phoenix. We'll start with 38. You will have noticed that Phoenix spent his pre-competition sitting on the time clock, and he'll have another job in the third session. He was one of the top 5 volunteers for weightlifting TAS for 2021. So we're loading 38 for Phoenix. Bar is loaded. So this is the Chris Chugg Memorial Tournament. Chris was one of the main coaches in weightlifting TAS when I joined the sport in '95. He died in 2010 very suddenly. Stop the clock. We'll keep the clock for Phoenix. Could we have 40 kilos, please, bar loaders? So when Chris left, it became very clear to the sport that we'd lost one of the people that was a leader, and so we set up a memorial competition. This is our 12th memorial competition for Chris. The winner of the trophy, it's worked out on senior world records in your body weight. If you're a junior, if you're a novice, if you're a masters, you're all on the same playing field. Bar is loaded, 40, clock continues. I wouldn't be doing this job without Chris Chugg. At my second competition, he saw me sitting, at my first competition, he saw me sitting over there. He said, "You're not doing anything. Next time you can do this job." And I've now done all the jobs that are out here except bar load. Don't let me anywhere near bar loading. Here's Phoenix. Unfortunately for Phoenix, we have no lift. He gets another opportunity. We will have a 2-minute clock. He'll go out now with his coach and they'll talk about what was good about that, what could be improved. He's done it in training. And then he'll come out, and as he steps up to here, you, the audience, have a role of getting him to lift so that he cancels out that, "Oh, I didn't get it last time," voice in his head, and gets the, "I know I can do this." And that's your job. So a weightlifting audience, you're not just the chauffeur if they're a junior lifter. You're not the person that's just come to clap for you. You're there and you have a gift, an opportunity to help someone be the best that they can be on the day. And that was Chris Chugg's motto. He wanted every lifter, whether they were going to be an Olympic champion or if they were just going to just come out and lift maybe 2 or 3 competitions a year, he wanted everybody to be their maximum potential. He wanted them to be a winner in their own eyes and to learn what it was to struggle with something like a weight and to find a way of overcoming it and to improve and to be the best they could be. So here we have Phoenix. Unfortunately, we have a no lift for Phoenix. He finishes with 37 for his best snatch for today. Bar loaders, we're loading 45 for Joe Mathers. 45. Now the same thing that happens in a new lifter or someone that's been lifting for years, it's the same battle in their head. Each lift is going to feel heavy. Each lift's going to feel a lot heavier than it was in training, a lot heavier than it was in the warm-up, because they're now standing in front of a panel that have been trained to look for technical faults. When you're doing your training, your coach is telling you you're doing a good job, but now they're going to be lifting in front of 3 people that are judging them. And so you, the audience, have an opportunity to help both the experienced and the inexperienced lifters. Now this is Joe. Bar loaders, we're loading 46 for Joe. We'll have a 2-minute clock. Hayden Harper, please prepare. You may be next. So I just remind the coaches, if you think that your lifter is going for a state record today, you need to let the centre referee know so we can organise. So Joe's elected to go higher. Bar loaders, can we have 47 for Caden, please? 47 for Caden. So to be awarded a state record, the panel must be one club, which is somebody that's done the test, not somebody that they said, "Hey, can you come and sit in this chair and push buttons?" And 2 people that have done the state test. If you're going for a national record, then you need to have 2 national referees and a state referee. So if one of these lifters was going for a national record, we'd have to pull, we've got 3 in the room at the moment 3 national referees, so we'd have to pull 2 of those out of coaching, and we'd have to pull a state ref.
Do you have any tools around here?
Oh, Mark's big one.
Guys, do this.
Come on, Mark. Oh, here we go.
Not the first time I've done that.
Oh, we hope it is. You will notice that this is a team sport. So we've loaded 47 for Caden Harper. This will be Caden's first attempt.
Come on, Kaden, let's go. Let's go, Kaden. Come on. Hold it.
Good lift. Bar loaders, we're loading 48 kilos for Jeff Towns. Now, could Jeff's coach tell the marshal if this is going to be an attempt at a state record? If I don't hear anything, we'll leave the referee panel as it is. As I mentioned before, Jeff lifted at the very first weightlifting competition in Tasmania, 1968. Okay, here comes Jeff. Bar is loaded. Good lift by majority decision. Bar loaders, could I have 48, which is what we've got for Caden. 48 for Caden's second attempt. Caden's elected to go higher. Bar loaders, 49 kilos for Jeff Towns. 49 kilos for Jeff Towns. We'll have a 2-minute clock. There's been a change. Bar loaders, could I please have 50 kilos for a second attempt for Joe? I had 52 down for Joe. 50 kilos for Joe Mathis. Just excuse us, ladies and gentlemen, we've got someone else on our channel. And they're not weightlifting numbers. Okay, so we've loaded 50 kilos for Joe Mathis. Bar is loaded. Majority decision. The bar remains at 50 kilos for a second attempt for Caden. Okay, So we are now on a different channel. We have loaded the bar for Caden. The clock is counting.
Come on, Caden, let's go. Come on, Caden.
Good lift. Bar remains at 50 for Jeff Towns. Bar is loaded.
Oh shit, good grief.
Unfortunately, we have a no lift there for Jeff.
Excuse the language. It got very heavy.
Okay, so the bar remains at 50 for Jeff. We'll have a 2-minute clock. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, the lifters are going to say that's heavier than they had out there. So Jeff gets another chance at this one. Jeff is one of the lifters that had on his schedule today that he'd go for a new state record. Okay, bar is loaded, so he's put the pressure on himself. So we're just looking at, it does feel like a very long time when the 2-minute clock is counting, if you're not the lifter. So when I was in Sydney at the Olympics, which for me, for my weightlifting career was a turning point, because hey, I come from Tasmania and I'd never been anywhere, and I went to the Olympics just because they were in Australia. I got to see people on the stage. The super heavyweight women could not make it back to the platform in the extra minute that they had. By the time they went through all the security things that they had to prove who they were to get back on the platform again, they weren't even on the stage. Unfortunately, we have a no lift for Jeff. He finishes with 48 kilos as his best lift today. But we'll see you again in the 300. So, bar loaders, we are loading 52 kilos for Caden. This will be Caden's third and final attempt. Daniel Behrman, please prepare. You may be the next lifter. Bar is loaded. 52 kilos for Caden. Third and final attempt.
Come on, Caden, let's go. Come on, let's go.
kilos. Bar loaders, could we please load 55 for Daniel Behrman? Now, you may be wondering how we run a competition where we have someone who's been lifting since 1968 with a 50-year gap in the middle, to someone who's been lifting for less than 2 years, and people at various stages of their sports career in between. A lot of lifters we see today are coming through from other sports, including CrossFit. There is a formula that the computer works out for me. I'm so glad I don't have to do it. That allows everything to be balanced. There is a master's formula, so Jeff and any other masters in this session have a master's formula that calculates, and there are age records that lifters can attain to, and it's based on your weight and your age and what you lift. You will notice that we've had a change of panel. So this young man is stepping out, and the records for his weight division are vacant for the state records. So here we have bar loaded for Daniel.
Let's go, Dad.
Good lift. So that was a new state record. Okay, the bar remains at 55. The bar remains at 55 for a third and final attempt for Joe Mathers. Bar is loaded. Majority decision. So he finishes with 50 as his best snatch. Okay, bar loaders, we are now loading 58 for Daniel. 58 for Daniel. This is another state record. Now, back in the old days, he would have got a certificate. I know because I pressed the print button. He would have got a certificate for every time he broke a state record. But now I think he just gets a nod in the head and it's written somewhere on the AWF website. So bar is loaded, 58 kilos. This is an attempt at a new state record for Daniel Behrman. Good lift. Bar loaders, we're loading again for Daniel. There's an automatic 1 kilo increase. I'm getting him to load it. It's not even on his piece of paper. He may decide that 59, yep, we'll give it a tick, but he may decide he wants... The highest number I ever saw someone jump up was 10 kilos. I was sitting in the centre referee chair, and the people in the second row got up and left when the guy threw it at me. I didn't move and he missed me. Okay, 61 kilos please, bar loaders. 61 kilos for Daniel Behrman. Now you may be wondering, ladies and gentlemen, why this record is vacant. The International Olympic Federation from time to time decide we're going to change the weights. And so they added another 2 weight divisions for the women, and I'm not sure how many they added for the men, and suddenly we've got 110 kilos, I think it is, for the men, and nobody in Tasmania has lifted in that weight division since they changed the numbers. And we've been told that the numbers are going to change in the next cycle, so there'll be new records again. Okay, bar is loaded, 61 kilos, 2 minutes on the clock for Daniel. congratulations, 3 state records, 61 kilos is his best. Okay, now we're going to load 70 for Tommy. Bar is loaded for Tommy. Now you will have noticed that someone just came and whispered in my ear. That's what Chris Chugg used to do all the time, that's why I talk so much. This is Tommy's first competition, so he'd like a little bit of extra when it's his turn. Okay, now, it may be his first competition, but he's now going to face 2 lots of 2 minutes. So we're now loading the bar for Tommy. We've got 71 on the bar, that's the automatic. The coach is out there now talking to the marshal. The marshal will then buzz this person. They can make the change any time up until 30 seconds. Stop the clock. Could we have 74, please, bar loaders? So some of our coaches will use every change that's available, particularly if it means that the loaders have to change the weight that's on the inside. So if we're going from the blue weight to the red weights, it buys extra time. So bar is loaded. For Tommy, the clock continues on. As I've mentioned before, if you'd like to volunteer for any of these positions, training is provided on the spot. Nobody yells at you because they're not allowed to anymore. So the timekeeper one, pretty simple, throw beginners into, but it's a referee job, so it gives you the potential to become a national referee if you're good at it. The person on the computer is also the marshal, so they're in charge of the attempts. There's another marshal out the back, talking to radio, nobody ever hears whether you make a mistake or not. There's the announcer. If you can talk the legs off a chair, or can follow a prescribed list, or can just go, yep, the next number's this, and read the computer, this is a job for you. Don't like those jobs? We have got the referee jobs. If you don't like those jobs, follow. Okay, here's Tommy. Okay, 2 minutes on the clock, 75 kilos on the bar. The next session introductions were scheduled for 1:30. So it looks like we're running pretty well on time. Could I have 77, please? So introductions for the weigh-in for the next session has now concluded. So bar is loaded. So we have 77 kilos on the bar for Tommy. Now the three referees at the end of the session. Stop the clock, bar loaders. He'd like to go higher. Could we have 78, please? When the lifters have all finished their clean and jerk, there is a point system called the best and fairest, and the three referees will get together and they'll discuss who did they think was the best on the stage in this session. Could be the person that got the records, could be somebody that got 6 out of 6, it could be somebody that showed good sportsmanship, could be someone who the audience got behind and was the most popular lifter. You never know what the referees are going to go for. They've got 8 people to choose from. So when Tommy's had his lift, we'll put up the 10-minute clock. If you're an official, you have 8 minutes. Everyone else gets 10 minutes. And then we'll be back here, same place, into the clean and jerk discipline.
Let's go, Tommy.
So, here's Tommy. Good lift. So we'll have a 10-minute clock. So click. You got to click on the stop. Okay, thank you. Okay, is it okay if we type it now? You guys don't need. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of the warm-up and the beginning of the Clean and Jerk Discipline Session 2 Chris Chugg Memorial Tournament and President's Cup Round 1. Bar is loaded at 41 kilos for Phoenix Calvert. Clock has started. Stop the clock. Phoenix is elected to go higher. The clock remains. Could I have 43, please? Clock restarts. Unfortunately, we have a no lift for Phoenix. The bar remains at 43. He'll have 2 minutes. So you will notice that the buzzer signalled before he'd even got the bar fully overhead. So there was a technical issue that at least 2 of the referees picked up before we got to that stage. So we're now counting down. As I mentioned in an earlier session, he has a couple of choices. Come back out for 43. Pick a different number. Go for a higher number, or go, yeah. But he's not going to do that because he wants the points. So this is a competition, President's Cup. The best 4 competitions that you have in the year, your points go towards a trophy. And a young person needs as many trophies in their trophy cabinet as they can get. Okay, come on, finish.
Get under it.
Good lift. Okay, bar loaders, could I have 44 kilos for a first attempt for Xavier? And just in case his coach isn't paying any attention, Connor Ellery, please prepare. You may be the next lifter. So we have loaded 44 for Xavier. This is his first attempt. He's from PCYC. Good lift. Bar loaders, could I have 45 kilos please for Connor Ellery, 45. So the bar is loaded, 45 for Connor Ellery. Good lift. Bar loaders, we'll have 45 for Xavier. Xavier's elected to go higher. Bar loaders, we will have 46 for Connor, 2-minute clock. Bar is loaded. So we've got a 2-minute clock counting for Connor. This is the automatic 1 kilo increase, so I'm predicting that. Stop the clock. No, you have to delete that first. Now this is Kieran's first time, so I need to delete that one. Okay, so we have got 47 on the bar, please, bar loaders. 47 for Xavier. Bar is loaded, 47 kilos, second attempt for Xavier. bar remains at 47 for Phoenix. Third and final attempt, 47. Now, you probably need to tighten them up from now on, in between lifts. The bar is loaded for Phoenix, 47 kilos. It's his third and final attempt.
Strong and confident. Yes, buddy. Tight. Real tight.
Unfortunately, we have a no lift. 43 is his best clean and jerk. Okay, so bar loader's going to have 48, please. Okay, so Phoenix finishes with 80 and his Sinclair is 141.073.
Hold it. Nice.
Good lift by majority decision. Now, I'll say what I said before. Try not to walk over the bar in case you touch it, because it's an automatic red light. Okay? Oh, Mark. Okay, bar loaders. The bar remains at 48 for Xavier Perry. The bar is loaded. 48 kilos on the bar for Xavier Perry. Stop the clock. Xavier's elected to go higher. Bar loaders, could I have 49 kilos? We'll keep the clock. 49 kilos for Xavier. Bar is loaded, clock continues, 49 kilos.
Come on, let's go.
Good lift. That was 49 kilos. Bar loaders, we are loading 49, same weight for Connor Ellery, 49. Plan for a change. So Xavier finishes with 84, which gives him a Sinclair of 112.726. Bar is loaded for Connor, 49 kilos on the bar. Stop the clock. Bar loaders, could I have 50 kilos please? Same lifter, 50 kilos for Connor Ellery. So we keep the 54 minutes on the clock. 54 seconds. I'd like it to be 54 minutes. I think I need a break. Okay. 54 seconds. Bar is loaded.
Come on, let's go. Come on. When you got it.
50 kilos. Bar loaders, could I please have 55 kilos for Joe Mathis? This will be Joe's first attempt at the clean and jerk. Okay, so Connor finishes with 81, which gives him a Sinclair of 105.385. Now the computer can't add up today because it thinks that 141.073 points, which is what Phoenix has got, is worth third, and 105.385 points is worth second, and 112 is in first. So ignore the numbers down the side if you're in a situation where you can actually read the numbers as to who's winning this session. Ignore them. Computer's wrong. We're loading 55 for Joe. Bar is, no it's not, bar is loaded. Now you will notice that they load the bar. Stop the clock. Do your job. She stopped the clock. Thank you, you've helped me with the next thing I had to say. Anyone steps on the platform and I'm supposed to stop the clock. And she did it perfectly, right on time. So if anyone else steps on the platform other than the competitor once I've said it's loaded, I have to stop the clock, and the timekeeper's been doing a brilliant job keeping an eye on it. Clock is going. Good lift. That was 55 kilos. We're loading again for Joe, so we'll have a 2-minute clock. Now, first part of your club referee test. What is the automatic increment? It's 1 kilo. You've just passed one part of the test. Now, we're going to tell the bar loaders we need to change it because he's going higher. So, bar loaders, there's been a change in call. We're loading 58 for Caden Harper. 58 for Caden Harper, please. Bar is loaded. So we have 58 on the bar for Caden, and we've just had a cloud of dust come across us.
Let's go, Kaden!
That was 58. Bar loaders, could I have 59? 2-minute clock for Caden, please. 59, 2-minute clock. Plan for 60. Bar loaders. So we're loading 59. And we're thinking about 60. No, we're loading 59. But you're thinking about 60. Stop the clock. Bar loaders, could you please load 60? So we're loading 60 for Joe. The biggest trouble I've ever gotten into was in front of the national jury. I told the bar loaders not to hurry because there was no way the lifter was going to come out and lift that weight. And I got into trouble for, you're not allowed to tell the bar loaders to load slow. The lifter wasn't going to come out because the weight was 10 under what he lifted. Okay, bar is loaded, 60 kilos. we're loading 61 for Joe. We'll have 2 minutes on the clock. You know how it works. And I won't confuse you this time. Stop the clock. Joe has elected to go higher. Bar loaders, could I have 62 for Caden, please? Bar is loaded. We have 62 kilos on the bar for Daniel Behrman. Good lift. Okay, we are loading 62 for Caden. And while you're there, can you stomp that piece of rubber down? Bar is loaded. We have 62 kilos for Caden's second attempt.
Come on, Katie, let's go. Come on, Katie. Come on, you've got it. Let's go. Nice. Come on. Easy.
Good lift. Bar loaders. We'll have 65. Hang on, correction. We're going to go 63, but I don't. 63 for Caden. I'm running ahead. We're loading 63 for Caden. We've got a 2-minute clock already waiting for him. Bar is loaded. Stop the clock. Bar loaders, we're loading 65. Anyone would think that I could tell the future. So we're loading 65 for Jeff. And then there's another lifter taking 65 in his second, and there's another lifter taking 65 for his third. So we won't see Caden for 4 lifts. So that's how I knew he was coming out for 65. I'm not a mind reader after all. I've just sat in this chair for 27 years and I've seen more than 100 good lifts and bad lifts. So if there's anyone in the audience that just feels like they've got the energy to just come and help now that the bar has gotten heavy, that's one of the disadvantages when we have young women loading who are in the lower weight divisions, because when the weights get heavy, it becomes a bit of a struggle. So sometimes the referee would rather be a bar loader, so we'll just train the bar loaders to be referees then, shall we? Bar is loaded. Here comes Jeff. Come on, Jeff.
Rip it up.
have 65, please? It's already there. You get a free ride for 3 goes. 65 kilos, second attempt for Daniel Behrman. So we'll swap out our records because this is another state record. If Daniel is successful with these lifts, he'll finish the day with 7 state records. Can we stop the clock? Stop the clock. Daniel's elected to go higher, bar loaders. New lifter, new clock. 65 kilos for Joe. So bar is loaded for Joe, 65 kilos. Bar is loaded. By majority decision. That was 65. Bar loaders will keep 65 for Caden Harper. So Joe finishes with a total of 115, which gives him a Sinclair of 146.940. So if you want to keep track of all these Sinclairs, go to the AWF official site. This competition will go up and click on your name. It will not only give you your Sinclair for this, but it'll tell you your history, what you lifted last year and what your best has ever been. And okay, we've got the bar loaded for Caden, 65 kilos.
Let's go, Caden! Come on, Caden, let's go. Let's go, come on. Got it. Come on. You got it. Hold it. Yes. Let's go.
Good lift. So he brought his own cheer squad with him. Okay, 117 was his total bar loaders. Could I have 68 for an attempt at a new state record for Daniel? So 145.468 is his Sinclair. So we're loading 68 for Daniel. Bar is loaded. Referees are in place. Good lift by majority decision. Okay, bar loaders. We are loading 69 kilos for Jeff Towns. Bar is loaded. 69 kilos for Jeff Towns. Come on, Jeff. Now it's going to be heavy. Good red. Okay, so, yeah, so just remind me the next time Jeff comes out to attempt at a new Masters record. Okay, so 70 kilos, gone, could I have 71 kilos please for an attempt at a new Masters record by Jeff Towns? Bar is loaded for Jeff. Referees in place. 71 kilos on the bar. So as I mentioned earlier, Jeff was at the very first competition in Tasmania in 1968. And he's now coming out to attempt a state record in the very first competition in 2022, but it's the last one in this, that's ever happened in Tasmania. So from the first to the last that's been available is a pretty good thing. He had a bit of a gap in the middle. Come on, Jeff. Good red.
Yes!
Congratulations, Jeff. Bar loaders, could I have 72, please? For Daniel. Could I have those referees back again, please? Daniel Bannon, 72 kilos, attempts at another state record. We'll make him work harder at the next competition. Bar is loaded for Daniel. By majority decision, congratulations, that's 7 state records today. We won't go so easy on him next time. That was 72 kilos. He finishes with a Sinclair of 133. Now, be mindful that these Sinclairs that I'm giving are seniors, 142, 4, 3, 7. Bar loaders, we're loading 80. Bar loaders, we are loading 80. We are loading 80. So we're unloading the bar for the last lifter in this session. This is Tommy. Bar is loaded, clock is counting, 3 lifts remaining, and Tommy gets to have them all to himself. Bar loaders, we're loading for Tommy again. There's an automatic 1 kilo increase. If you already knew that, tick off that bit on your club referee test. There's a few other rules. Right, how many seconds do they get to come out? So, bar is loaded for Tommy. 81 kilos on the bar. Stop the clock, bar loaders. Could we have 82, please? Now, this is Tommy's first competition. So he's ticked off one of his goals. First competition goal is to make sure you turn up. So he's done that. Make sure you get at least 1 snatch, at least 1 clean and jerk. Yep, he's done that. Do well. Yes, I think he's going to do that, and I think he should be very proud of his performance. He's got a couple of more goals still in his career. Stop the clock. Can we have 84 kilos, please? One of the next goals that a weightlifter has in their career is to finally lift more than they weigh. He's 3 kilos under what he weighs, so he's almost there too. Bar is loaded. Clock's continued. Good lift. Bar loaders, we'll have 85 for Tommy, please. 85. Stop the clock. Bar loaders, 86, please. 86. The bar is loaded. We have 86 kilos on the bar for Tommy. Introductions for the next session are in 8 minutes. So if you're in that session, toddle behind the wall. Stop the clock. Could I have 88 kilos for an attempt for his first attempt on the competition platform at more than his body weight? 88 kilos, please. Now remember, this is his first competition. So He's going for 88. Yep. Yep, it's above body weight. So it's only his first competition, so what do you think he can do at his second? I used to carry pieces of paper of everybody's records over the years across up and down body weights. Now I don't do that anymore. But I think I'll remember this day. I saw someone come out in their first competition and set 7 state records. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, he finished with a total of 166 and a Sinclair of 191.114, which means he almost set 200 Sinclair points in his first competition. We only have a 10... I haven't got 10 minutes. Introductions are in 5. Just forget about it. Can you press print? Okay, and I need to make sure I write down on my piece of paper. I've pressed it 78, 88. Now when that prints, it's got to go to the referees.